Hey everyone, how's it going? So I'm back with the daily analysis, and we'll just do a quick analysis from the weekly time frame down all the way to the 4 hour time frame. So we'll start with my Stoke chart, and the Stokes are extending pretty aggressively, and I just saw this like right as I was opening the video, and the first thing that came to my mind was that when I look over here, the stock went from top to bottom, and this is how much action it gave. And right now, it basically went from bottom to the top, and this is how much action it gave. So this basically, because I'm looking at Stokes like 24/7, and I've been just using it for the longest time. To me, that just says that the strength of the dump is a lot stronger than the strength of the pump, if I'm going to put it in simple words. So that's basically what I'm getting out of this chart. And there's no uptrend confirmed here. This hasn't been confirmed as a low, and not really bullish because it's basically at resistance. So as I've been saying before, this needed a pullback in this area, and it is going to get a pullback. Whether we are bullish or bearish, this is an area of resistance, major resistance. So either pull back and back down and dump and basically down like to the targets people don't want to talk about, or try to build structure and continue and basically see what can happen on the other side, the flip side. If we're not going to go down, we're going to go up, right? Obviously. So um that's basically what I'm getting out of this chart. On the weekly momentum, volatility not telling me too much. The stock momentum, the downside momentum is decreasing. MACD kind of printing a little green. We're having a cross above the zero read, which is not really where I want to see the cross. I like to see the cross like below. And not much else. Not much else here. It's basically not really. The structure hasn't changed. The structure that we built hasn't affected the weekly the weekly trend, or what is showing on the weekly yet. That's what I'm trying to say. RSI, no divergence. I just want to look at the like what read is it showing. Yeah, so we didn't even get to the bullish zone, as I've been explaining in my other videos. Like when we were holding above this is above here, and holding, maintaining, this is bull market, and once it rejects, this confirmation of bear market. And right now, the fact that it's turning down, it could be good that it's testing the EMA, or it could be just that it wants to reject it. We'll just have to see how it goes. So down to the 3 day. 3 day Stokes could potentially stay here. We have kind of confirmed an uptrend, but like this, I'm not a big fan of this. Like this is not really, like it doesn't have any bodies. Like we can look at it on the 5 day. Like I would confirm this as a higher low, because when you look at the 5 day, it has confirmed it. So this, we had this area as two little dojis on the 3 day, but here on the 5 day we have it like this. So I would consider that this is an uptrend. So we have an uptrend on the 3 day and the 5 day. So we'll just go to the 3 day now, and yeah, the Stokes can continue here. We're testing the top Bollinger Band, so this kind of calls for a little bit of a pullback and potentially continuation, or we'll just have to see what it does. 3 day is closing with today's daily. So in this posture, I would say pullback. Um, 3 day on volatility and momentum. The MACD momentum is decreasing. Stoke momentum is holding. Volatility retracting as the price is. Yeah, I'm just gonna say a healthy amount of auto no, because it's this whole thing is showing as a retraction, so I'm not really getting a read on it. So a healthy amount of auto no there. On this one, however, it's expanding, so I would say alongside price action going up, this is good, but it's already kind of curling down. So, well, not necessarily. on the smaller on this chart, this kind of seems like it's curling down, but when you zoom in, it still has potential. 3-day on RSI, RTSI, we have some divergences that have potentially played out. Yeah, because here this would have confirmed that it's played out because this is our higher low. TSI showing changed behavior, I would say. If I'm gonna get basically what I would get out of that what I would say about that posture is it's just doing something different, showing changed behavior. Daily on Stokes kind of pointing down, and this could potentially be a sign of reversal because once it does this, this is basically where I start taking shorts. And we have put in a local low, and it's just weak. It's looking really weak here. Unless we can bounce and do something here and confirm this as a local low, I'm not really impressed by this. That's just the way I'm gonna say it. And I am actually taking short scalps right now. And on my main account, I am short 1/3 of my net, and my long from 31 is hedged with a short from 46ish. So I am delta neutral on the on the bigger accounts, and on my other main account I have a 1/3 net worth, a short in 1/3 of my net worth value. So I would say I'm slightly becoming bearish, and I've been saying that 48 would have been our target for this this triangle that I've talked about in the other videos, and you can see we hit that spot on, like exactly as it was, like right up to the measured move. Like this is probably like the best TA that the best target that I've had that hit exactly on point. So yeah, we'll just yeah, so we did this one, and now we'll do daily on our volatility and momentum. Momentum is to the downside a little bit here on the MACD. Stoke momentum is decreasing. Volatility is here, it kind of expanded and now it's retracting. So can't really get a good read out of that. And now this one is expanding as the price is going up. So I would say this is alongside price action. But then again, it went up and now it's kind of decreasing. So we just have to see how this holds up on the daily close. Yeah, basically that's all I'm getting from this one. And then daily on this chart, we have some bearish divergence. 2 drives. Zoom this in. Here we have 2 drives of bearish divergence confirmed. So this could actually push it down more than here, unless this closes, unless we get a close above the 10 simple, or at least above this area, like around about, like I would say 46ish, 46.5ish, then these drives would be considered played out. But right now they could have more. They could have a lot more push to them and just basically push this down to these areas like 42, the 40 area, and yeah, I would, as I mentioned, there's like basically a local low. So if that confirms, that's gonna show a little bit of weakness because we want higher lows. Local lows are like the first warning, and then obviously lower low is like the actual warning to start changing direction in the trades. Yeah, not much else here. So we'll do 12-hour and 4-hour quickly. Try to keep this under like 12 minutes. Right now we're at 10 minutes. 12-hour was nosediving, but right now it's curling a little bit on the Stokes. We have one drive of bullish divergence, so that could be why we're seeing the price action we're seeing on US Open. Right now we bounced a decent amount. We'll have to see if this gets continuation or if it's going to get rejected here, or we'll have to see how it reacts. And 12-hour on volatility, we had expansion with this move, and now it's decline. Now it's retracting. So healthy amount of water no on this one. This one expanding, retracting, expanding. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say healthy amount of water no because it's doing a lot of different things. Well, actually, I would say this one expanding as this go up, as the price is going up, and as soon as it pulls back, it retracts and then expands and then retracts. So it's alongside price action. This one, the BBW volatility. So could have another expansion coming from here because it's kind of hitting the lows. But then I don't really like how the EMA is just nosediving like that. Like when it curls, like I want to see the EMA curling with it to show strength. And this could be the one that gets it to kind of red line at the bottom and have more continuation down. We'll just have to see. But 42k, 40k, those are areas that are definitely, like if we do break down, there would be areas that we would at the very least get a bounce from. So, yeah, so stock momentum is to the downside and increasing to the downside. MACD momentum, the downside is wearing off a little bit. And just to look back at this, so this hasn't fully confirmed yet because, well, I want to see one close, at least one close, and then I would start taking buy signals. Like, we have to see how this candle closes, and it's going to close, obviously, with simultaneously with the daily and the 3-day, so this is going to be a close that's going to potentially decide if we're going to bounce from here and continue and test potentially try to test the current high that we put at around 48, or if we're going to basically break down and test like 42, 40k, and then try to bounce from there and do something from there. But then that would actually cause some structures to be broken, like the daily structures at jeopardy. This structure is we've already taken out the low, so the trend on this structure is already destroyed. And yeah, so we did this one, and then 12-hour on RSI. We have a bunch of, we have three drives of bear divergence here, and two drives of bull divergence that haven't been confirmed. 2 or 3. One is confirmed, 2 are not confirmed. So, and we have like how many, like 4 drives, 5 drives here of bear. So if this one confirms with this 12-hour close and it closes good and it doesn't just turn into a wick and reject, then I would say the bull is going to play out. But if it doesn't and continues down, these are going to get a lot of momentum. These are going to have a lot of, because these been having a lot of strength build up because the trend has been up. Once we have a trend and then we start getting divergences, 1 or 2 divergences, it's like fine, it kind of ignores them. As you can see, it's just been ignoring the divergences kind of. Here it pulled back a little bit, but it's like we're getting more and more. So if this actually goes to the lows and kind of puts in a new low, these divergences are going to start pushing down. So this next close is pretty important for the bull side. Now we'll just do 4-hour and wrap this up. It's already at 14 minutes. Hopefully we'll try to have it under 20 minutes. Yeah, so the Stokes is kind of curling up. You see it's just been kind of flopping and stair-stepping down. The structures, the trend is obviously down on the 4-hour. There's no arguing that. And this is starting to look a little bit like a rounded top. Like a nice rounded top. Not much else on this chart. So 4-hour on volatility and momentum. MACD momentum is sideways. I would say it's like up down. It's like down, a little bit less down, down, a little bit less down, down. Stoke momentum, the downside pressure is wearing off a little bit. Volatility expanding a little bit on the up, down, and then trying to expand and then down, and then trying to expand and then down. So this is alongside price action going up and coming down, going up and coming down. So this is potentially staying down because this is putting like a little trend, like a little horizontal trend, or sorry, a little diagonal trend, and this will potentially just do something like this, just get smaller and smaller and test the bottom. So it doesn't look strong to me, to be honest. Like uh, I'm not seeing the necessary strength to recover this. Like I think it is gonna test the 42 and 40k area. Obviously not financial advice. Um, yeah, so we'll just do this one and then wrap it up. So we have unconfirmed divergence, 2 drives, and then a ton of drives on. Oh, sorry, this is still the 12 hour. Yeah, so we have yeah, no divergences for the current area. And TSI. I haven't looked at TSI on any of the ones we're doing, but TSI is not really doing anything because TSI is more like when we look at it to see if you have a confirmed bottom or confirmed top, and we're already past the point to see if it's a confirmed top because obviously 48k was a big resistance. So right now it's just not really something that I even find used to look at. So that's why I kind of been skipping it. So yeah, that's basically it for today. It's more of be safe and wait for confirmation type of day. I'm basically already shorting. I started a scalp series with a very tiny account, and I'm just doing a challenge to turn it into a bigger account over time and to show the new people getting into this that what you need is to build up the skill. You don't need a big account to make money in this market. If you know how to trade, you'll make money with anything. It's not like there's no need for a big account. And yeah, basically on that account, I'm already shorting, and I had some resting limits, and right now they're basically. I think I was at 45.3. It's a little tiny bit underwater, but it's well within my risk management area, and I'm obviously keeping an eye on this, and I'll take action accordingly. So I'll have those. I have updates for that. Basically, short videos coming up for that as soon as there's like a resolution to my trade or there's like a change or something. And I'll upload those. And for this video, we'll just leave it here. I'll just there's nothing else to go over for this one, so I'll just leave it here, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. No promises, but I'm really trying to shift things around and trying to go back to doing this like the analysis videos on a daily. Okay, take care, be safe, have a good one. Bye.